Hi guys, your buddy Kabukibear here. I just wanted to touch base with you all and make this video to give you guys an idea of what my plans are for the future of this channel. Um, I thought I would kind of structure this video in two parts. One, kind of explaining why I decided to do this and to do things this way. And the second half will be kind of what my actual plans are. And if you've been keeping up with the community posts here on YouTube, you probably have heard things, different things, and uh, if you been keeping up with my Patreon or anything like that, but we'll kind of go into that. So basically, I know a lot of you remember me from years and years and years ago, um, back when I started on YouTube, and I was doing videos, and I was very active over on Game Tabs, and I think a lot of us were. I think a lot of that's how a lot of you found my arrangements and got into my arrangements back then. And I was pretty active posting on YouTube, recordings of myself playing these arrangements. So the the situation was basically that time hasn't been super kind to your buddy Kabuki over the years when it comes to some physical issues that I've had. Um, Basically, back then I was working at a screen printing shop, which is doing T-shirts and things like that, and printing T-shirts manually, 8 hours a day. For about 10 years, I worked there. And I don't know if you know anything about screen printing, but you have those machines. You put it on. You have like a squeegee, and you push, and do that with your hands. Anyway, that kind of movement, that repetitive movement, using a lot of pressure, kind of finally started putting some wear and tear on things like my wrists, my fingers, my hands. Um, and it started getting to the point where recording the video was kind of painful for me to actually do, because basically, if you've looked at my older videos, they're just kind of one take videos. Back then, I just had a webcam, and I would just record myself playing. And because it was important for me that you see these pieces played, because I know a lot of you were using the videos to learn from. It was important that I try to play them as best as I could with as few mistakes as possible, because I didn't want you trying to learn from something that had a bunch of mistakes in it and things like that, which meant that a lot of these videos would take hours to record, and take after take after take, and what would happen is by the end of it, you know, either one of two things would happen. Either I'd have a good take that I would upload on YouTube and that would be fine, or I wouldn't get the take that I was after at all, and okay, we'll try again later, and I just kind of close my recording stuff in frustration, things like that. So it was taking a lot of toll. It was taking a big toll on me, not only physically, but also kind of mentally. It was very frustrating at times. So, and the physical issues wasn't the only reason I kind of disappeared from YouTube for a while. There were other things going on in my life that I had to take care of. But a big part of why new videos weren't coming out was because of that. So I'm sure a lot of you know that last year I decided to come back and start arranging again. And in order to do that, I basically worked with some people and started a website, kabukibear.com, where I started housing both my past arrangements, my current arrangements. Um, a lot of cool features on the website were like the built-in tab player, so you could practice with scrolling sheet music and all that. A lot of goodies, and I um I thought that was the best way to go about it. Just to continue sharing both my previous arrangements and anything new I was starting to arrange. Now, in order to do that, I decided to start a Patreon to kind of help supplement that and to continue that going. And so that's what I've been doing for the past year or so. Now, what you probably have noticed that the videos that I've been posting on the channel are not videos of me playing, not live videos of me playing. They were just basically digital representations with just a thumbnail or just a static image, because I still wanted you to be able to hear the music, to know of the new arrangements that were getting done, and to be able to kind of listen to and get an idea. But it was just a means to an end. It was never something I was really happy about. And I know, you all have been very kind to me about it, but I know it's not something you really wanted either. You want, and anyone wants, live recordings, seeing somebody play it, high quality audio, high quality camera, so you can learn how to play this music and so you can listen to it. And so I was never really thrilled with the digital recording thing. So basically, recently, I decided to kind of open it up and see if anyone wanted to collaborate with me regarding this stuff. And that's with, if you've seen the last two videos, JC, the guitarist that was in those last two videos, he's the one who reached out to me, and we've decided to kind of team up when it comes to that. And I thought this was the best way to go about it because, again, I wasn't able to put out the videos I wanted as often as I wanted, and it was very painful to even do it in the first place. And this kind of freed me up to focus on what I actually love, which is the arranging and composing aspect. That's my passion. The videos were always a means to show that stuff to you, but it was never something that I just kind of had to do it. What I really love is the arranging part of it. So kind of teaming up like this frees me up to work more on arrangements while JC takes care of the actual recordings. And if you saw the most recent recording, you can see that the quality jump in my past recordings to this one. He's got a better, the video is in 4K, so it's really high def video, high def audio, and you're seeing it played by a professional musician who has a really intuitive understanding of the music and how I like things played. So I thought that was a really good benefit. Now that's something that's not going to change. Those videos, we're going to be continuing to do that. I commission videos from him, and then they go up on the channel, and you'll start seeing those more often. In addition to that, though, you also see, and you may have seen this, one of the first of these that we put up on YouTube is the sight reading videos. Basically, he's offered that when we're kind of working on a new piece, he records himself sight reading through the piece the first time, and then he follows it up with kind of his feelings about the piece, comments, tips, and things he might think you should know, as far as, this measure, and you might want to look at it this way and that. And that's a really great thing if you're trying to learn the music, because it's almost like a miniature lesson with the professional musician about the piece that you're hearing, that he's playing. Now, that is going to be something exclusive to Patreon. Those are going to be those are little goodies for my people who are subscribed on Patreon. And he's also going to be including the sheet music that he's playing off of, which has his own notes and things that he's written. So I think that's also will be a beneficial thing for if you're trying to learn the piece. And that's also going to be up on Patreon. Now, again, the actual recording of the piece itself, the official recording, those are going to be up on YouTube just like everything else. But the extra stuff is on Patreon. And I kind of have to do it this way. I don't have to do it this way, but it's better to do it this way for many reasons. And the idea is, if you're supporting me on Patreon, all of that coming in, I'm putting back into the channel. So anything I get from subscriptions on Patreon are then used to commission more recordings, which means more videos for you. So it's kind of like this self-sustaining cycle. And everyone on Patreon, no matter what tier you are, will get access to the the tips and tricks, the behind the scenes stuff. The different tiers give you different options. Like I think the lowest tier, I think there's a $3 tier, and that's That's the lowest Patreon would actually let me set it. I couldn't set it any lower than that. And that will give you access to the actual sheet music, the PDFs, and the tips and tricks video, and his copy of his notes, things like that. And then progressively, each tier above that, you get little extras. I think the tier above that, you get access to the guitar profiles themselves. Above that, you'll get access to the high quality MP3s, things like that. So a lot of extra goodies on the Patreon, specifically because I'm using everything there to put back into commissioning more videos from JC to put more stuff out for you guys. So if you're not part of my Patreon right now, go, head over to the site. I've got a lot of free stuff on the site, regardless of whether you sign up or not. Check it out. I think I have something like 350 arrangements, so I've got a lot of arrangements up there so far. And again, there's a lot of the site itself is very cool for learning this stuff. But even if you're not able to help me out with that, to support me that way, you can also help me out by liking the videos when I post them, and sharing the videos if there's something you like online. Because basically, when I disappeared from the internet, I didn't really get into the whole social media thing. I don't have a social media footprint at all online. And because of the way videos are done with YouTube now, the algorithm and all of that kind of stuff, the younger generation of musicians, kind of like how you guys were when you first discovered my music and got into the stuff, they're not able to really find my music anymore. And so if you're not able to support me on Patreon right now, I understand things are hard for everybody these days. But you can help out even by just sharing the videos and liking the videos and helping me out that way. That would kind of get the videos out there, because right now I'm really on a push to grow the channel and to pull in all of these the next generation of game guitarists, to how you guys were, to pull them in and to get them excited about this stuff again. So that's kind of the plan. We've got a lot of stuff planned for the channel. We already have queued up the next pieces that I'm commissioning from him to get recorded. And also, the people in Patreon, I have a Discord. So if there's stuff that you want to hear arranged, a lot of the arrangements that I do are just suggestions that people sent me on Discord when we were talking. And we have a nice little community there that, we all kind of talk music and games and just everything, really. But so you can always reach me on there, but anyway, I'm kind of getting off track here. But so that's kind of what my plan is going forward. So with your support, if you're already supporting, thank you so much. I'm so grateful at the response I got when I came back. I didn't expect it to be quite so overwhelming as far as the people who remembered me and just who still like my music, and they never forgot Kabuki, and that's made me feel really good. So if you're already helping me out there, thank you so much. I'm so grateful. And if you're kind of on the fence, take a look what we're offering. If you heard what the plans are, consider joining. Help me grow it, because we're all kind of in this together. I really believe that music should be shared, and I want to share it with you all, and I want you guys to share it with other people that you think might be interested in this kind of stuff. We can really make this a really good thing together, and I think that's the important part. We're kind of in this together. So I think that's it. I think that's all I have to say for now. If you're not following me on Twitter, I'm trying to kind of get into social media a little bit more. So check me out on Twitter. I'll be posting more about what I'm doing. Check out the community posts on YouTube. I'm trying to be more active and keep you guys in the loop as far as that goes. And consider Patreon for all the goodies you're getting there. But yeah, I guess that's it. So I'm gonna continue what I'm doing. Expect a lot of really cool things from the channel going forward. Okay, guys, so I guess that's it. So be well and happy strumming.